Engage.gg discount code Abyss. I initially found out about Osu through YouTube, and I knew that a few of my friends were playing it, and the YouTube videos were like pretty sick, and I was like, damn, this game might actually be fun. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try, and I told my friends that. They were like, okay, hell yeah, man, let's play multiplayer. And I go into multiplayer with them, they like tell me how it works, what keys to press, and they put on Big Black. Needless to say, I lost my interest right away, and I stopped playing it. I let it sit on my PC, and then I touched it again a few months later, because I used to play this Scaries mod server with the DayZ game mode, because I was I didn't have a PC good enough to run the actual DayZ, so I played on that, and I was actually really good at it. And there were players there who were like really active. I talked with them as I was playing and stuff like that, and we like teamed together. And I found out that they play as well, so we were like, alright, let's play multiplayer. And well, they weren't that good, so we could play the beginner maps, you could say, the 2 stars, 3 stars, and that's what piqued my interest in the game. I was like, this game isn't that bad after all. And I was like, I decided to just get into it and tried to grind as much as I could just to become better than my friends, as they were better than me at the time, because they had actually, well, of course, played more. And through there, my adventure of playing Osu really started, and I really got into it. The skill set I care the most about in Osu would have to be reading, as it is the most important skill set in this game, and it gets you very far even if you lack aim, speed, or stamina. And in my opinion, being able to read really weird maps looks cooler than just throwing your pen around or mashing your keys. My name actually used to be Abyss, because I like the word and its meaning, and I thought it'd be pretty cool as a name. But even before that, I used to be called Mickey Locks, which was just a combination of my nickname, of my friends around me, and the word Locks, Red Loch. My friends used to call me Mickey for Mickey Mouse because I'm American, and then I just added the Lux to the end of it, and that was my name online for a year or two, and later on I ended up changing to Abyss, and from there on it evolved into Abyssal because the name Abyss was taken on Osu, so that was my only option. There's a lot of things that I find fun in Osu, like playing multiplayer with other players near my rank or higher than my rank and beating them, or trying to beat them at least. Playing in tournaments, and I think the most enjoyable out of all of them is improving and being able to beat the scores of people who are ranked higher than you and really passing them in rankings. It's the most satisfying feeling. I actually had a lot of players that I looked up to, and they all changed the further and the better I got at the game. From my newbie days, it was just my friends who were 5 to 4 digit, and then it turned on to players like Mystic and Fayers when I entered 3 digits, and nowadays I'm really amazed and want to become as good as Matthew, Vaxie, Carthy, and a lot of others who are way better than me. I would list them as well, but the list would be too long, as I really have a lot of idols in this game that I want to become as good as or better than them. Honestly, it just depends on the maps and the patterns you play. If you could single tap high BPMs without any issues, or start it off while alternating so your finger control is fine while alternating, then double time is absurdly strong, mostly because of the fact that there's a fuck ton more of 5 to 6 star maps that you can double time, and most of them being short and still giving insane amounts of PP. I don't think it's that a certain player doesn't get attention, but rather that the kind of scores they set don't get attention. You don't really see technical scores at the top of the subreddit, only if they're like 8 stars and it was done on livestream with a good amount of viewers, or if it's ranked. The issue of technical scores not getting as many attention as PP scores is evident in Reddit posts. Good examples would be Azrite and Badu. They both set insane tech scores, but you only see them on the front page of Reddit when they get PP. The biggest milestone that I've accomplished would probably be getting unbanned and reaching top 10. I never really expected to be any better than average at this game, so it was definitely a shocker for me. I saw one goal that I haven't gotten yet, which is winning a tournament and getting a badge. I think the tourney scene is quite fine as it is right now, just that there's too many tournaments for lower skill players that give better rewards than higher ranked ones. The other thing that bothers me is just my personal opinion, but I feel like the map pools should be harder even in the beginning stages, as most people get turned off from tournaments and rather see it as a waste of time because they don't want to play 2 weekends of 4 to 5 star maps. I've already reached quite a lot in this game, but even then I have a lot of goals that I want to get before quitting the game. At least before quitting the game, I want to get a tournament badge, reach top 5, and even at one point I want to have the highest PP score, which I hope is close. Of course I regret it, everyone does. In the heat of the moment, you don't really think about how it will make you feel in the future, and you don't realize what you're going to lose by getting yourself banned. At the time of it happening, I didn't really think it would impact me in any way, and that I was just a nuisance for others, etc. But just a day or two later, I had realized what I had done, and the emotions I felt then were just regret and sadness. It was horrible. Also, the part where you get memed by your friends isn't exactly the most enjoyable.